Hello, welcome to Homesteading Northwest Florida. Today is Sunday, February 16th, 2025, and it is about 2:30 in the afternoon. We had really bad storms last night. There were some tornadoes in the area. We've got really powerful, we had really straight line winds and tornadoes last night. The whole place was shaking and creaking. But thank God from the last tornado, a lot of the trees were blown down. But anyhow, 2:30 in the afternoon, we got 62 degrees. The wind is coming out of the northwest really strongly, and it's going to get cold here again for about 10 days in a row. And it's too bad because a lot of the trees are starting to put on new leaves. Here's my nectarine tree. And it thinks it's spring, so it's putting on new leaves. Oh, so is this apple tree. We got new leaves on the apple tree, new leaves on the nectarine tree, and the Jane Magnolia is blooming in the back. I'll show you that later, but it's confusing the plants here because we just had that snow, and then we had about 10 days of super warm. But anyhow, last year, May 10th, tornado took down 2 great big cedar trees, and I really want to do something with this wood. Ooh, yeah, this sapwood on the outside gets really infected with bugs easily, just like any other wood. But it smells great. When you cut this open and the sawdust is red, it's just a beautiful smelling wood. So I started on my journey here to use the cedar trees that fell down. I see one on sale on Facebook Marketplace for like about $150 for the tree, maybe similar size. Maybe these are a little bit bigger. But yeah, you can see how the Brussels sprouts got tipped over here with the wind. And that's a north wind, makes things really cold. Don't like it. Yeah, that's why I moved. It's to get away from that. Wind chill. We got wind chill today. And it's going to get cold for about 10 days in a row. So yeah, here's the cedar logs, the trees that actually fell over. And I've been thinking and if anybody knows a lot about the angle grinder wood carving and what kind of angle grinder, I know I'm going to need a corded one. And to remove these knots and bark and stuff like that. And that'll make these a lot lighter for me. Like I just am checking this out and ripping off some of the bark here. And if anybody knows the best, I don't have a corded angle grinder, I don't believe right now. I think I do have a 7-inch one that's from Harbor Freight that I had to get to cut a beam that was in the framing. But I'd like to get something that would take a lot of the sapwood of this cedar off of here. I am going to start peeling the bark so we don't get any more bugs. About how to get these logs like ready to go to build something, because I'm not letting them go to waste. There's quite a bit of sapwood on these, probably from the not super, circumstances that these grow in with the drought and everything like that we get here in July and August. Got another one over here. But I wish I had a sawmill, portable sawmill, because then I could really make something out of this. But I'm not buying one of those for my lifetime. Unless, then you need other auxiliary machines that I can't afford. You need a forklift, bobcat, and all kinds of stuff. And yep, all these trees are starting to bud out, and they're going to get a little bit stopped in their tracks. And yeah, so I've been cutting up some firewood, and I actually have been making it easier on myself by putting the wood. I put this vise in, here finally the greenhouse let go, the plastic just deteriorated. Well, it's been about 3-4 years, but I'm actually putting the firewood in a vise of all sizes firewood, and cutting it that way instead of cutting it on the ground like I've been doing it, which is more difficult. And I got a load here. I found some branches that fell down and gonna use those for firewood. And yeah, and everything's popping here. Oh yeah, here's the Jane magnolia. Beautiful tree, too early. Sorry, buddy. Go back in your... It's not springtime. It's not going to be. We're going to continue to get winds and cold weather. Thank you, north winds. But anyhow, I also found some damage here, and this might have been from the snow, the 8 inches of snow we had about 3 weeks to a month ago. I think January 20th or something, we had that snowfall right around Martin Luther King Day. So yeah, it might have been January 16th. So yeah, it's been about a month since we had the snowfall, but it did some damage to my nice trees. Ripped some branches right off of them. Or maybe it was a windstorm recently. But I went around the property this morning looking for damage and tree branches that fell down.